Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to throw, it's Aller. Fires to the big fella. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Got it in the middle. It's Wallace. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. He'll pull it down and run. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They move the tight end all over. They'll give it to the back. Here it is trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
On 2nd down, he'll fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call to get the INT.
He'll start this drive firing. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Hit as he throws. That's caught. It's Hale. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
It's a really nice-looking throw. This dude is a weapon in this offense at the quarterback position. It's so funny. You know, I think back to guys like Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron, guys that may or may not have unfairly been tabbed as game managers, and then you think of Jalen Hurts, Tua, and Bryce Young in recent years, and just how dynamic and versatile these guys were at the position, and how they've really helped take this offense to the next level. Watching this guy reminds me a little bit of that.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Milroe. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds.
You gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never going to be a cornerback. That's not going to happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated, now I'm going to go attack and make some plays.
Here comes the option. Now the toss. And the fourth option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. Alabama pushing the tempo. They're throwing for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play. And you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
to the ground with the back. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Give to the single back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. No huddle offense to the line. And the Nittany Lions move the change with some signature hard-nosed running.
Some Big Ten physicality, some Big Ten running the football. Gotta have it. Gotta start with that when you're in the Big Ten and when you're at Penn State.
After run, now throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Singleton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Off the play fake. Finds the tight end. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. On 4th down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. The Nittany Lions get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. To the air, it's Allard. Finds his man. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. The give to the back. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The Nittany Lions want to move quickly. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Fleming. They make the stop if this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
Out of the gun, the inside give. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking for a man. It's Allard. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And here they come, going for the first down on 4th and 2. He's looking to throw. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Penn State. You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play. You line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
And those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Miller. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's why, for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the 1st down. A cornerstone of the Alabama program really throughout history has been be physical, establish a running game.
Yeah, great running backs. I mean, not only are you recruiting great players in the offensive line and skill and all over the place, but so many great backs that you can name off the top of your head that played at Alabama, that ran it with an edge, that ran it physical, that always represented that style. And you can see Alabama, they're always going to do this. They're going to establish the run. And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Tackled after picking up the 1st down.
You know, they pride themselves on being physical at the point of attack, dominating at the line of scrimmage. Nice job there picking up the 1st down.
They'll ride the hot hand. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Milroe. Using the quick game. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball in the backfield.
Diving for the score, and the ball's loose. Everybody needs a little luck, and the offense just got it by falling on that fumble.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Tackle is made after the 1st down. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. To the air, it's Aller. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. 3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd down, going up top. That ball is caught past the marker, but he is out of bounds, and it'll be 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th down, going to the air. And they can't connect a costly turnover on downs.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Throws to the wideout. It's caught. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown time!
And I just love the execution by this offense.
The fake, and he wants to throw. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be concerned. If we're a little bit down, listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Quarterback checking off. Back to pass, it's Allard. Going to try to get it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. The Nittany Lions will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Now improvising. He'll throw one to his right. He holds it in, and nobody's close. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and goal. He'll set up to throw. Into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. One more snap coming before halftime. From the gun, to give, looking for room. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's going to do it here in the first half. Everybody stick with us. We'll head to halftime. The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes that Alabama offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
Pulls it in. It's Miller. Feeds him the stiff arm, and he's running free. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Still on his feet at the 45. Ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
You know, playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Miller. They make the stop after the catch and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're going to run it. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
This is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Gets it out fast. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
That's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
The give. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they stop him just short of the goal line. They'll mark it at the 1.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to get through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
DB's right up on the receivers. With jet sweep pass. Knocked down for the tackle.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver, the different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. It's 4th down, and this offense is going to stay on the field and keep the kicker on the sidelines. The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This seems to be a chip shot field goal attempt and a routine 3 points, but they will go for it on 4th down. To the air, it's Milroe. Getting some heat. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down. And I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations. And you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time. So you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Quick strike complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the 1st down. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. You've got a 3rd and manageable, backed up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the catch past the sticks. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. He just treated that thing like a hot potato, and they're going to call him for grounding. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to throw, it's Aller. He'll get rid of it. What a snag by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. He's looking to throw. Dances away. Touchdown, Bama! They take the lead with the 6. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Now on 2nd down after the incompletion.
What a great rush by the defense. Understanding, winning up front, getting to the quarterback, and rattling him. Try not to get a penalty, right? Because God forbid you touch these guys too hard and you get called for a penalty. Nice job getting a good clean hit pressure on the quarterback.
They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got it in the middle. It's Singleton. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Quarterback checking the play. He wants to throw it again. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Got him downfield. And the Nittany Lions will hustle to the line.
Man, listen, you get zone coverage and you can hit that curl route and he comes open continually. Keep hitting it. This might be a play to come back to.
They're bringing heat. He's going to run it.
I love when you change the launch point, when you move the quarterback and bootleg him outside of the pocket. You can see he does a really good job of gaining depth as he goes outside. Now he's a threat to run the football or throw it deep.
And the quarterback is snowed under. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it.
And when you're on defense and it's wet, it's rainy, you know exactly what time it is. That ball gets a little heavier, it gets a little slicker. You're trying to get to that thing. You know you get your hand on it. There's a good chance it's coming out. Nice job by the defense forcing it with the assist from the ref.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll run the option. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
As a defensive guy, you're always zoomed into the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got point.
Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. This will be picked off. Maybe just the turning point they needed. The 50. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick 2, as it were. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing. Every possession is going to be important from here on out.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. The Nittany Lions are in the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's Allard. Looking to the big tight end. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the 4th quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Let's go. Talk about having one foot in the grave. This was almost over. They're up by 2 possessions in the 4th quarter, and they got the football. Thank goodness they're choosing to throw the football, not run the clock. Man, we needed that pick. Now it's the offense's turn to go out and make something happen.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, that last play is a beautiful start to this drive. You've got some work to do here. You've got some mountain you've still got to climb if you're going to win this game. A couple minutes left. You've got the horses to get you there, but it's all about getting the drive started with a positive play, and they found that on that last one.
And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. Snagged in the middle. It's Warren. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Singleton. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. 1st and 10 from the 39. He's looking to throw it. That's caught. It's Singleton. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Back to the air one more time. Trying to make magic with his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Might be looking to run. He gets it in for the 2-point conversion, and now they trail by only 3. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. They're sending out the regular kickoff unit. I know they've got a couple of timeouts, but I don't think there's enough time on the clock to pass on the onside kick. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds.
Timeout, Alabama.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think, would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.